All right, guys, let's get started. Hi, Glendoodle. Thank you for joining. I'm glad that you're excited. I'm excited as well. Okay, so let's. Okay, so this game was requested, so of course I had to play it. It was I have heard of it. I've never played this game before, but I've heard of it, and I have wanted to play it, so I'm excited as well. Also, let me know if the sound is weird or anything, and I will change that as quickly as possible. Um, so let's do that. Okay, let's get into it then. Oh, also, okay, real quick. This is Streamageddon day one for those of you that don't follow me on like any of my social medias. Streamageddon day one. So Streamageddon is basically it was supposed to start yesterday, but I was sick, so I couldn't start it. But today I feel better, so of course we're getting into it. And I'm just going like the same schedule, and we're just gonna go. It's going Monday through Sunday, and I will be streaming every day. So, and we'll be doing like different games and stuff like that. So it's gonna be really fun. I'm very excited, and sorry, stop. I'm just so pumped that I keep forgetting what I need to talk about. Um, but it's fine. Okay, we're good. I need my brother in here to do the other voices. Okay. As a dad, I would definitely pretend to be dead. I let my tongue roll out of my mouth and stop breathing. Amanda shakes me. Come on, Dad. This hasn't worked on me since I was 6. I'm sorry, Amanda. This is the end for me. Dad, I swear. Amanda, I bequeath to you all of my earthly possessions. Spread my ashes over my recliner. Okay, well, your corpse better get into the moving van because it's leaving soon. Let's turn my phone notifications off as well. I finally open my eyes and sit up. I'm lying in the middle of the living room, spooning a moving box. I yawn and stretch. Morning, Manda Panda. Yikes, dad breath. Go brush your teeth. Alright, and so now we make our character, and I love making characters, so this might take a little bit of time because I do really, really like making characters. Okay. I'm really pale, so I guess we'll keep it at that. Um, let's get a dad bod going. Hmm. Okay, okay. Ooh, okay, so we're gonna do like a sable gnome dad. So of course we have to have green hair, because that's what it is. It is what it is. And should we do I kind of there's so many options. We'll do a messy bun. That's what we'll do. I kind of just like the eyes like this. What is like Oh, it doesn't matter for that. Okay, we'll just do the eyes like this. I kind of like that. And then we'll do this nose. I want facial hair, so I don't think it matters if we have, like, what mouth we do, so we'll just skip that. We have to do green brows, because we're naturally green. We'd have bushy brows for sure. Gotta go with that one. Let's look at clothing first. Okay, I saw that first. That is something I would wear in real life. So we have to go with this one. Let's find glasses and see if they'll go with it. Should we do round ones? They have pink frames. We could do this and go with like a black frame. I like the pink frames. Yeah, that looks good. But we're gonna be a cool dad, so we have to have piercings of some sort. I like those. Okay. We'll go gold. This looks good. All right. Oh, what name should we do? Should we just stick to Sable Gnome or should we do something fun? Hmm. Hmm. Okay, we'll just do Sable. Be that dad. Please don't pirate games. Dad tip number 80. Did you fall asleep packing? I got most of it done, I think. What kind of voice does he look like he has? Searching around the room, it looks like I did a pretty good job. Every box is filled except for one. Wait, straggler. What's in it? I could try to do a deep voice. It'd be so bad though, like really cringy. Looking into the box, I see a bunch of old photos and little photo albums. Whoa, I haven't seen these in years. I pull out one of the dusty albums from the top of the pile and we begin looking through it. Aw, what a cute baby. This is the coolest baby I've ever seen. The only way your father and I could get you to stop crying was to put the sunglasses on you. But whenever we tried to take them off, you'd start crying again. You spent the first 2 years of your life with sunglasses on, as everyone should. Halloween when you were maybe 4? That's adorable. A dragon costume with a tutu, that's precious. You couldn't decide between being a princess or a dragon, so you went with both. Princess Dragon, I love it. Why do I remember crying in that dragon costume? You saw yourself in the mirror and realized you were afraid of dragons. Seeing yourself inside the dragon's mouth was a realization of your greatest fear, I think. Right? Yep, definitely repressed that memory. And this was you in your horse phase. Oh gosh. I believe you named the plush horse Sir Horsington the Brave. What a name. I don't think that was his. Amanda lunges for the photo, but I quickly snatched it away and hold it above her head with my superior dad arms. Nice try, but this is important blackmail for later down the road. Go ahead and try me. I've seen pictures of you in your ska band. Ouch, kid. This communist manifesto had a chance back in the day. I look off into the distance and reminisce about that rad horn section. Dad, it's Emma P. No, Dad, that's Emma R. Oh, I said that wrong. Emma R. I didn't meet Emma P until high school. Honey, I promise you wholeheartedly that I will never stop mixing those two up. Dad, Emma R's been my best friend since I was 7. Give it like a little bit of effort. Oh, right. Emma P was the one who... Oh my gosh. Now this is, I mean, we gotta go with that one. Lighter fluid, tennis ball, tennis racket, right? Dad, that was you. Oh gosh. Oh, right. I was a wild child. I was 6 when you did it. Okay, Amanda, I wasn't aiming for the police station. It just happened that there was a police station in the vicinity of where I wanted to hit a flaming tennis ball. Yeah, I remember you explaining that to the police. They didn't believe me either. Anyway, I gotta go. Okay. I need to figure out a voice for them. Anyway, I gotta show this to Emma R later. She'll get a kick out of it. The first photography award you ever won. Yeah, and it got us a $20 gift card to McFriday's. Nice, nice. And then you got food poisoning from the cheesy tostada blast. I think you mean food poisoning. You know, with the Z. Dad. Still can't drive past McFriday's without gagging. Still proud of you, though. Amanda reaches down deep into the box and pulls out one last photo. Neither of us say a word. We stare at the photo for a long moment. Aw. I finally decide to break the silence. We'll say we adopted her. That seems good. It's kind of a funny story. The day we brought you home, we got into a car accident. It wasn't anything big, just a little fender bender in the parking lot. But of course I was freaking out, and the little old lady who crashed into us was freaking out, and I didn't know what to do. But your father, oh man. He holds my hand and looks me directly in the eyes, the calmest I've ever seen him. He says, "It's okay. It's all gonna be okay." He was right, you know. This is getting sad. This is upsetting. I stare at the picture for longer. Maybe too long. I miss him. I can't even imagine what it must be like for Amanda. She pats me on the back. Come on, Pops, we gotta finish packing. The moving van won't wait forever. You're right. Amanda and I pile into the car and take one last look at the old house. So many memories here. Hard to believe your father and I bought this place almost 20 years ago. Hey, remember when I shattered the front window playing catch? You always had very strong arms. Sorry. Remember when I shattered the other front window pretending to be a robot who breaks windows? You were a very imaginative child. Hey, remember when I broke the back window? We get it, Amanda, you break stuff. Oh my gosh, what a destructive child. And there will be plenty more stuff for me to break in the new place. Memories to make and stuff to break. You ready? We sit in silence for a moment. I watched my daughter grow up in this house. It will forever hold a place in my heart, but it stings a little bit to leave it behind. I'm ready. Oh my gosh. The moving van begins to pull away and I get the car into position to follow it. I watch our house, our old house, disappear in the rearview mirror. So what? So, sell me on our cool new pad. I clear my throat and do my best cheesy announcer voice. Oh gosh, I have to do this. Nestled in beautiful scenic downtown Maple Bay, our new house features. Ooh, that's funny. Not only are there bedrooms for your sleeping pleasure, but couches and floor space where you can, yes, catch a wink. What a deal. I mean, if sleep weren't for the weak, you sleep more than anyone I know. I admit my faults, Pops. I keep it real. Anyway, it's also smaller than our last house. Cozier, one might argue. Good spin. I think it's great. Won't we be closer to a lot of cool stuff that we can walk to, so I don't have to waste gas? And I mean, trying to park downtown is, you know, Amanda, you know you're gonna have to learn how to parallel park at some point, right? Not gonna happen, Pops. I think someone needs to do a 3-point turn on their attitude. I don't know how to do that either. Have you met the neighbors yet? Not yet, but the neighborhood seems pretty quiet. So you won't have to chase any rowdy teens off your lawn? You are the very teen you mock when you say that, honey. I'm in the last year of high school. I'm practically dust. Yeah, you're a real... Don't you dare. Senior. Dad, I know where this is going. Citizen. I'm just gonna ignore that. But I won't forget it. So what's item number 1 on the new house agenda? Well, first we need to forge a path through the solid wall of boxes that's blocking the living room. I still have to install the washer and dryer. We need to go grocery shopping. Pops, cool your jets. You have to promise me that we're going to take a break and explore the neighborhood. Okay, you're right. We'll get some work done and then check the area out. Aw, It's nice. It's cute. We pull up to the new house and step outside. The lawn is freshly mown and the for sale sign is still in the yard. Hiya! And with a swift kick from Amanda, the for sale sign is no more. Nice form, sweet pea. I got a problem with authority. I'm so proud. Man, all that karate chopping tuckered me out. I could really go for a sandwich. An ice cream sandwich. Sweetie, it's 10 a.m. Ooh, dogs. You know it. Thanks for moving us to an area where the dog-to-person ratio is very high. I only want what's best for you. I hope you're prepared for the frequency at which I interrupt conversations to yell dog to rocket way up. I mean, you do that a lot already. Hey, it's a dog! Wait, false alarm. It was just a funny-shaped rock. If you want to see real dogs so bad, let's go to that park around the corner. Heck yeah, dogs. I want to see dogs. Amanda and I began to stroll through the neighborhood. I can't believe how beautiful it is outside. Kids are playing in the street, the flowers are in bloom, and the faint smell of a nearby barbecue drifts through the air. This place is nice. Too nice. I don't trust it. Good eye, honey. You can never be too careful. See that baby in that stroller over there? Government operative. We're on to you, baby. We walk for a while and eventually end up at a small park. Toddlers chase each other through the playground, and dogs of all shapes and sizes romp through the grass. It's pretty crowded, but Amanda spots a nice empty bench. We start to make our way over to it when... Heads up! Ow. A frisbee suddenly hits me in the face. A corgi... Oh my gosh, it's so cute! A corgi with a neat plaid handkerchief tied around its neck bounds up to me, wagging its tail. Rough. He runs around in a circle and nudges my leg with his nose. Oh god, this is the cutest dog. Impart upon me your wisdom, tiny dog. Yes. How long do I have left? What's that? I'm already too late. My fate was predetermined for me a long time ago. I have no real agency in this cruel lifetime. Rough, rough. You're right. I am the master of my domain, for fate is unknowable. Thank you, wise dog. Arf. You definitely could have caught that. A guy in a Hawaiian shirt jogs over and takes the frisbee from me. Wow, so snazzy. You know, frisbees are traditionally caught with your hands, not your face. Well, you're traditionally not supposed to aim for people's heads. But I'm fine, thanks. I'm just messing with you. I'm Brian, by the way. Brian is a good name for that man. Hello, Brian. I'm Sable, and this is my daughter, Amanda. I look over at Amanda only to find her sitting on the ground rubbing the dog's tummy. Hi. Your dog's cool. Ah, old Maxwell sure loves the attention. It's great to see another father and daughter out here on such a sunny day. Where's yours? Brian gestures over to a grassy knoll where a young girl sits on a checkered blanket. She's reading a book bigger than her head. She puts it down and heads over to us. This is Daisy. She's reading the Brothers Karamazov. I don't know. I definitely just said that wrong. Her teacher tells me that she has the reading comprehension skills of a high schooler. Aw. They're adorable. How old is she? 10. She's a precocious little youngster. Jeez. Whoa. My natural dad instinct kicks in. I must brag about my child's accomplishments. Oh no. It's happening. Go on, Daisy. Tell him about yourself. That's my girl. Amanda, get in there. Okay. Sable's HP, 80. Brian's HP, 80. Let's brag. Wow, congratulations. Loses 10 HP. Daisy actually just won a statewide poetry contest. 15 HP for poetry? What do we have? Oh, I don't want any of these, but I guess. Fumbling through your phone's browser, you managed to pull up a photo of Amanda winning her 10th grade spelling bee. Wow, congratulations, Amanda. Daisy's getting prepared for her annual spelling bee right now. Hopefully this will be her 3rd win in a row. Yikes. Daisy just started a weekly chess club at her elementary school computer lab. She's the president, too, of course. Dang, my high school doesn't have a chess club or a computer lab. Alright, we cannot back down. Last week, unprompted, Amanda helped an old woman with her grocery bags. Oh, extra powerful. Heck yeah. Daisy sold enough candy bars this year to get the top prize, a canoe. We're taking it out next weekend. How is that even possible? Amanda could barely get one of those sticky hand things. Oh gosh. This isn't looking good. Amanda's not accomplished enough for us. Amanda's in all honors classes this semester. Oh, really? I'm actually talking to Daisy's teachers about having her skip a grade. Even Amanda kind of bristles at that one. You lose 20 HP. Oh, this isn't looking good, guys. A few months back, Amanda started volunteering at the homeless shelter in our old neighborhood. You don't say. She should talk to Daisy. She actually helped organize a food bank here in Maple Bay. Yeah, Amanda, I'm sure we could find something for you to do. Yeah, saw that one coming. Boy, it's been such a treat getting to meet you two. Did he have to add insult to injury by being such a gracious winner? I feel like this guy would be very southern. I get a southern vibe from him. So, I take it you guys are new to the neighborhood. We just moved in. Do you live around here? Yeah, we live in that cul-de-sac down next to the coffee shop. What a coincidence. That's where we live too. Small world. Yeah, Daisy and I are in that little ranch-style house on the corner. I know that house. It's just like ours, but slightly bigger and better landscaped. Does this guy have to outdo me at everything? What a lovely place. Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time. Really nice meeting you guys. You'll have to stop by at some point. That's also a southern way of getting out of conversations, is being like, that's something that everyone in the South does. Yeah, definitely, bye. Brian and Daisy walk further into the park with Maxwell happily trotting along in tow. I don't mean getting out of conversations. I realize that sounds really mean. I meant, Southern people will use that to be like, oh, the conversation is, like, dwindling, so, like, let's just go ahead and, like, part ways. So they'll always be like, oh, like, well, I'll stop bothering you, or, like, I'll let you go. Like, that's always what people say down here. Do you get the feeling that he was trying to one-up us? Trying and succeeding. I can't believe that kid's only 10. What was I even doing at her age? I believe you had a bit of a thing for horses. Shame that didn't pan out. Could have majored in comparative horse studies. It's not too late to minor in horse creative riding. Too close to the truth, Dad. Let us never speak of the fantastic adventures of Sir Horsington the Brave, an epic in 7 parts by Amanda Gnome. We laugh off the horse epic and walk around the park a bit more, enjoying the day. We can unpack later. Let's go get some coffee. I gotta get my hands on a nice hot cup of the old bean juice or I'm gonna be useless all day. I think we passed a coffee shop on the way here. Maybe we could check that out. Let's do it. Run through the finish line. We walk down the street to the Coffee Spoon, a cute little place on the corner. Man, this is in such convenient walking distance from our place. I mean, I guess. What's wrong? Why would I go somewhere else and drink coffee on a couch when I could just drink better coffee at home on my own couch and not have to make awkward eye contact with other people? At least when I'm home, some random guys are going to come up and sit on the recliner next to me and I won't feel, like, a little weird about it because technically he's not sitting at my table, but he's very much within my personal zone. Dad. And what's the etiquette, like, when you have a dirty mug? Is there a bin? Do you go set it up on the counter because you don't know where else to put it? Or do you leave it there and fill your face full hot with shame as you consider the possibility that there is in fact a bin somewhere just out of sight and now you're that jerk who left their mug? Dad, are you just afraid to meet new people? Yes, Amanda! We walk inside. The inside of the coffee shop is incredibly warm and inviting. Records line the walls, and patrons lounge around on well-worn inn couches. Some cool tunes spin on a record player next to a little stage. Welcome to the Coffee Spoon, guys. How's it going? What's with the name? Oh, it's kind of dumb. It gets mentioned in this poem I like, and I thought it was a good idea at the time, and I suppose now it's still a good idea because, like, the business is still running. But people ask me that question all the time, and I give them the same answer every time, and now I'm standing here rambling, and I'm sure we're all getting more and more uncomfortable the more I keep talking, but man, we're in it now, and I can't stop. So what'll it be? I scan the chalkboard menu, and I'm immediately overwhelmed. I'll have a... Good choice. Oh, you liked that. I don't get it. Oh, it's a pun. Tegan and Sarah are this really awesome Canadian indie band formed in 1995. They were nominated for a Grammy in 2013 and are known for being masters of not only pop hits but meaningful lyricism. I'm doing the thing again. But coming right up. And for you? I'll have a macchiato DeMarco, please. Coming right up. Do you want that in small, medium, or Biggie Smalls? Medium. Wait, is Biggie Smalls big or small? I should change that, shouldn't I? Matt sets to making our drinks, and Amanda and I take a seat on one of the couches. What's his deal? Let the man make his puns, or cooler bands than you listen to, anyway. Hey, Skull was cool once. This couch is actually pretty comfy. Maybe not comfier than our couch, but it's alright. Good lumbar support. You sink right into it. So he likes the couch. That was one of the things he complained about. Amanda nudges me. This place is right next to our house, and that guy seems not only cool, but also just as uncomfortable talking to other people as you are. You should totally become friends with him. I don't know. Come on, what do we say about meeting new people? I can't meet new people if I always stay inside and also don't go outside and also don't talk to people. See? We're making progress. Matt sets our drinks down at our table and I have a sip. The iced Teagle and Vera is delicious. Hi, we're new in the neighborhood. I'm Amanda and this is my dad, Sable. Oh, right on. Pleased to meet you both. You ought to come by when my daughter's hanging around the shop. You two might get along. Yeah, I'm sure we'll maybe come in from time to time. Amanda kicks my leg from under the table. I'm sure we'll be in here a lot. You know what? Let me get your guys' opinion on something. Matt goes into the back and comes out with a fresh plate of something that smells amazing. I'm working on... Oh, I love banana bread. I want banana bread. Working on a new banana bread recipe and I need help coming up with a name for it. Well, I think we're gonna have to taste test it first so we can, get the full flavor profile of, and really appreciate the flavor sensations of... Amanda nods vigorously. She knows this game. Yeah, we need to give that nana bread a taste if you want us doing free creative labor. I think that would be commensurate with, I've taught her well. We have trained for this day. I was just gonna give you guys free banana bread anyway. Right, yeah, that's, Matt serves us each a piece. Amanda and I happily chow down. This is amazing. Thanks, the secret ingredient is bananas, so any ideas? I'm stumped. Well, I think I might only be able to give you dad band puns, but I'll give it a shot. Grateful bread. I like that one. Oh, he didn't like that though. Oh. Like the jam rock band fronted by Jerry Garcia. Actually has a nicer ring to it. Really? Yeah, Grateful bread. Strong decisions. That's art, baby. I want to say baby because I thought it would sound cool, but once I said it, I realized that it doesn't sound good coming out of my mouth, and maybe I should just leave saying baby to the professionals. Enjoy your coffee. Thanks, baby. See? It sounds good when you say it. Across the way, a man catches my eye. Oh, he looks mean. He sits by himself, brooding over a cup of coffee. Our eyes meet just for a moment. I hastily look away, hoping he didn't catch me staring. Who is that? We finish up our drinks and head out. Thanks for stopping in. Take care. Okay, now that we're full of caffeine, where to? Yeah, I need a nap. We just had coffee. Have you ever known me to play by the rules? Your father is a rebel, sweetie. Now all aboard the train to Sleepy Time Junction. As we're walking home, I hear heavy footsteps come up behind us. Sable, bro. I turn around and am greeted by a familiar face jogging up to us. Oh my gosh, that baby looks traumatized. Craig? Bro. Holy wow. I haven't seen Craig in forever. It's been too long, dude. Yeah, wow, you look great. Yeah, I cleaned up my act. Cleaned up his act. Are you kidding me? He's ripped. Amanda, this is my friend Craig. We went to college together. We were roommates for a while as well. Amanda, dude, you probably don't remember me, but you're so big now. Hello, and hello, cute baby. Aw, thank you. The last time I saw you, I think you were about her size. This is River. Say hi, River. He picks up her tiny wrist and waves it around. River gurgles happily. Aw. Are you babysitting? Nah, dude, River's my kid. Man, it has been a long time. Feels like 1 minute we're rolling up to exams with bad hangovers and the next we're both fathers. Where you been, man? Was working out in California and just relocated the business back to Maple Bay. No kidding. Amanda and I just moved to this side of town. How's Smashly doing? I mean, Ashley. Ashley is her name. She actually still goes by Smashly, and, we got divorced last year. Oh, dude. I'm so sorry. It's old news. We take turns taking care of River and the twins. It's all I don't know that word. I'm sorry. Not smart. Twins. You have 3 kids. Ain't life something, bro? Right. Kegstand Craig is a father of 3. Kegstand Craig. Oh, yeah, it was an old college nickname. He got it because he did a lot of keg stands. It's that thing where you do a handstand on a keg and then drink from the keg. Right. He was very good at it. This is so awkward. Bro, I hate to be that guy, but I'm in the middle of my daily jog and I've really got to keep up my heart rate. Brought River along for, resistance training. You jog daily, I jog yearly. On January 1st, when I promised myself that I'm going to jog daily for the rest of the year but give up after 30 minutes and just walk home. Well, it's never too late to get back into it, dude. You should join me sometime. No. Come on, it'd be fun. We could grab breakfast afterwards, catch up. We could do a bro brunch like the old days. Yeah, sure. Sounds great. Great, let's get that going soon. I better get moving. Good to see you guys. Craig gives a little wave, puts his earbuds back in, and jogs off. I can't believe Craig is ripped and has kids. I'm reeling. Why is that? The Craig I knew is not fit to be responsible for any living thing, including and especially himself. One time I watched him drink an entire jar of marinara sauce for dinner. That sounds awful. Amanda, he opened up a new jar of marinara sauce and then he drank it like it was a thing that normal people do. It was unholy, and then I asked him what the hell he was doing, and he said, and I quote, "It's basically a smoothie, bro." I mean, technically, he's not wrong. He jogs. He was jogging. It's like a totally different person. Anyway, we better get home. I'll have plenty of time to reflect on how old I feel later. Amanda and I flop down onto the couch. Amanda has to shove some empty boxes out of the way before she can sit. Too bad we're going to be putting my stuff right back into these boxes in a few months. No, don't say that. Dad, it's going to be okay. I'll be fine. I know. It's just, you're my little girl. It's going to be weird not having you around. Not a lot of dating is happening so far. Too much story. I'll come visit and I'll text you every day. And I'll take lots of pictures. I mean, obviously, I'm a photography major. You promise? Of course. Are you going to be okay by your lonesome? Oh, come on. I'll be fine. I'll get a dog or something. A dog? Forget art school. I'll stay for the dog. Is that what it's going to take? Medium-sized dog, handkerchief around the neck. I get to name it. That's what it'll cost for me to give up on my dreams. I'm a woman of simple wants and needs. Well, the dog is a lot cheaper than college. Suddenly, a pile of envelopes slide through the mail slot. Speaking of college, Amanda darts over to the envelopes and shuffles through them. She pulls one out and throws the rest back on the floor. This is from McGowan College of Art and Design. I open it, but I'm scared. It's just an envelope. Yeah, it's just like my entire future. Not a big deal. She takes a deep breath and rips the letter open with her teeth. We have a letter opener, but okay. I hold my breath while Amanda's eyes dart back and forth, scanning the letter. Sorry. Hi, Gator V. I'll fix that later. I just got that. But I'll fix that. Sorry. How are you doing? Thank you for joining. What does it say? The admissions committee has reviewed your application, blah blah blah. Her face drops. Regret to inform you that we are unable to offer you admission to McGowan College of Art and Design. Oh, that sucks. The first day's going well. It's slow. We've not dated any dads yet, unfortunately, but we're getting there. How are you doing today? Oh yeah, I'm a dad. I'm the green-haired guy. My name is Sable on here. I'm the green-haired man. That's me. I'm the green-haired man. I'm on my way to date people's dads. That's what the game is. I gotta date dads. As a dad. It's okay, I kind of saw it coming. I knew I shouldn't have put that experimental stuff in my portfolio. Their admissions officer told me they just want to see portraits or whatever. I pull Amanda in for a big hug. You're an amazing photographer. I know how much work you put into your portfolio. I said that so weird. Oh gosh. I like her little egg pin though. That's cute. Yeah, I know, it's fine. Are you actually fine or are you just saying that? I'm fine, really. Not getting accepted to a college you want to go to does really suck. I feel for her. Her face is the opposite, but I probably shouldn't push her on this. Oh, and before I forget, Emma R and Emma P are sleeping over tonight, so you need me out of the way because I'm painfully uncool. I would choose more delicate phrasing, but yes. Well, I'll have you know that I conveniently already have plans for tonight. Conveniently already have plans for tonight, so you'll have the new place to yourself. How mean. I'm the coolest dad. I don't understand what she's talking about. Yeah, what are your plans? Quick, think of plans. Amanda, the town needs me. I need to perform my mayoral duties. I must don my top hat and wear my monocle so that I may preside over my mayor stuff. I think you're thinking of the guy from Monopoly. He was a mayor, right? I thought the guy from Monopoly was a mayor. Was he really not? Really? Like, I thought he was a mayor. My parents would have killed me as well, because our house would have been messy. I'm just kidding. I'm actually going to... Okay, we gotta be... Let's not... Yeah, nice. Which game? You know, the game, the one that's on tonight, the game on TV at somewhere other than here. Okay, cool. While you do that, I'm gonna do drugs and commit some... Oh, wow, okay. Uh, some light arson with the Evas. I'm concerned you're hanging out with the wrong crowd. Amanda shrugs. I would have expected you guys to be up to white-collar crime by this point, maybe money laundering at least. I'm a street rat, Pops. What is happening? Okay, okay. We're gonna take a quick break. I don't know. I should have definitely looked more into that. Okay. Let's take a quick break. Talking break. So, how are you guys doing? I hope you are doing wonderful. hopefully we'll start dating a dad soon. And then, yeah, and then we'll do dad things with our fellow dads. Why are you being like this? Oh, painting? Have you just been painting your, like your house, or have you been like just painting on canvases and stuff? I just recently got some new paint to work on some snazzy art pieces. Okay, that should be fixed for now. Sorry, Caterpie. Wow, it's really loud. Alright, so that should be fixed. Sorry about that. I definitely should have looked a bit more into that, but sometimes you just can't do stuff like that. You're kidding about doing drugs and crime, right? Yes, Dad. Just making sure. I give her a pat on the head. Have fun with your sports. Are you being sarcastic? No, making fun of sports is played out. Alright then. I do some light cleaning around the house and decide to clear out right before Amanda's friends arrive. Before I leave, Amanda stops me. Hey, don't forget that you have that meeting with my English teacher tomorrow. Oh, right, Mr. Vega. Yep, totally remembered. I'll be there. I hope they have a fun night. I'm really glad Amanda has such sweet friends, even if I can never remember their names. Just as I'm heading toward my room, the doorbell rings. Uh-oh. Someone's here. And it's suddenly nighttime. Who could possibly need anything from me right now? Do they know what time it is? I was just about to head out. I walk over to the door and open it. Hello! A handsome, clean-cut man. This is a suspicious-looking man. Brandishing a plate of cookies. Oh, even more suspicious. I don't trust this man. Hi, I know it's kind of late, but I baked way too many cookies, and I just can't have these in the house or I'll eat them all. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Joseph. I'm your next-door neighbor. Oh, yes, hi. I'm Sable. That's what my name is. I saw the moving van and I thought I'd do the neighborly thing and bring you some. My daughter Christy wanted me to let you know she baked them herself. Joseph leans in and whispers, but between me and you, she just sprinkled in the chocolate chips. We both share a laugh. Kids, right? Oh, just dad things. Just dad things. Amanda pokes her head out of her room and immediately hones in on the cookies. Wow, cookies, huh? So nice to meet you. Joseph hands her the plate of cookies with a smile. Well, thanks for the cookies. Oh, she's gone. That's my daughter. Her name's Amanda. She's a charmer. Daughters are tough. Sons are also tough. Children in general are just tough. I hear that. I mean, there'd have to be something wrong with you to try to raise more than two. Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing. I have 4 kids. Oh, I mean, don't worry. You didn't mean to be rude. This is the first neighbor I've met. My social life is already in a tailspin. I wonder if it's too late to move again. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Is the missus around? Mister, actually, and, no, not anymore. He died. Oh my gosh, this is so awkward. I'm sorry for your loss. Nah, it's alright. Wow, this is uncomfortable. We stand quietly for a moment, acutely aware of how awkward we both made things. I'm sorry, can you, close the door real quick? I look at Joseph quizzically but comply. After a second, I hear a knock on the door. Opening, I see Joseph standing there with a huge smile. Hey, I'm your new neighbor, Joseph. I promise to not talk about your dead spouse this time. I'm throwing a barbecue for the cul-de-sac, and I'd love for you to come by and meet the rest of the neighbors in our community. What do you say, pal? That sounds great. My daughter Amanda and I would love to stop by. Also, 4 kids is a perfectly normal amount of children to have. We shake hands to seal the deal. Well, neighbor, I'll let you get to bed. See you at 3 p.m. on Saturday. Sure thing, neighbor. Joseph starts walking away, but stops to think for a second and turns around. Hey, in all seriousness, raising a kid on your own can't be easy. If you ever need to talk about stuff, I'm the youth minister at church down the street. No, I don't know. I wouldn't really consider myself a youth. You look pretty young to me, but suit yourself. Oh, he just winked at me. Thank you for doing that, Could Be Frog. I was gonna do that, but then I just didn't have time. But with that, Joseph's gone. He seemed nice. Amanda walks back into the living room, crumbs on her face and cookie in hand. That was the smoothest recover I've ever seen. I should be taking notes. See, you're already fitting in great. Where'd those cookies go? They're gone. I'm sorry. What a selfish daughter. If it makes you feel any better, they weren't very good. So you ate all of them anyway. The Emmas helped. Right. Well, kiddo, I'm gonna go catch the game. Have fun, Dad. Alright, let's go find our game. Wow, I guess I really didn't think this plan through. I'm not entirely sure where the closest bar is, and Amanda still hasn't shown me how to use the GPS on my phone, so I'm just gonna pick a direction and walk in it. Let's go this way. Cool. Okay, we're marching. We're marching in the direction of the game. Any game, really. In the distance. Could it be? Oh, we found it. A big burned out neon sign hangs above tiny dive bar. Jim and Kim's, huh? Alright, it'll do. This, wow, it's scary. The crack of pool ball sounds in the back as patrons laugh and joke. A string of multicolored Christmas lights hover above the bartender. I can't tell if he's Jim or Kim. I pull up a seat at the bar. What'll it be? 1 beer, please. Sure thing, boss. Don't underage drink. Putting that out there to any young viewers. Don't do it. This character is obviously not underage. But don't do it. I take a sip and enjoy the refreshing taste. Say, are you Jim or Kim? I'm Neil. Oh. This guy's really awkward. Which is playing on... I've turned my attention to the game, which is playing on one of the TVs on the wall. As luck would have it, my team of preference is not only playing, but is currently in the lead, which is always a good thing. Brightly colored mascot, which is some kind of animal, does cartwheels. I silently cheer on my favorite team, hoping that I don't get into any confrontational arguments with a fan of the opposing team. Several people in this bar are wearing the distinctive colors of the team I dislike, although I believe that their demeanor that, like me, the passion for their team is all in good fun. Middle-aged woman holding a nearly empty wine glass sidles up to the bar and sits uncomfortably close to me. Ooh, that's upsetting. Hey, sailor. Oh, hello. Good to see fresh meat in here. I'm Mary. Come here often? No, I actually just moved to this place of town today. I'm, Sable, by the way. Are you watching the game? Yeah, my preferred team is in the lead. If they keep this up, they'll win the game with ease. Oh, I love that team, and also I love that game. I love someone who knows their way around. Oh, gosh. Y'all saying that. Getting the impression that she's a little drunk. Buy a gal a drink? No. Maybe some other time. Suit yourself, sailor. Mary saunters off, setting her sights on the newest bar patron to enter. Happily watch the game over another beer. The game has gotten close in terms of points, a little too close at what I'm comfortable with. After a particularly skilled player scores a number of points for the other team, putting them in the lead, I hear an affirmative grunt from another man at the bar. Go team. It's the brooding man from the coffee shop. He sits alone, sipping whiskey and watching the game as well. Enjoying the game? I am now that we're winning. No, we must be rooting for different teams. In my opinion, my team is far superior. I have to disagree with that, based upon our win-to-loss record. I'd say that my team is superior. That's where you're wrong, since as it stands right now, my team is beating yours. The game. The game. Not only is it a game, but it is the game. And we're losing. Conversation ends there, and we both go back to silently rooting for our respective teams. The game is close with both sides playing their hardest to win, but in the end my team prevails. Quiet cheers ripple throughout the bar. I raise a respectful glass of the man drinking whiskey. He raises his in response. An unspoken truce is formed between us, based on mutual love for the game. He motions to the bartender, who pours 2 glasses of whiskey. The man slides one over to me. The name's Robert. Thanks, I'm Sable. You must be new here. Mary already hit on you? Yep. Robert chuckles. She's a peach. Well, you picked the best bar in town. As slimy as it is, you'll never find a better spot than Jim and Kim's. Is there actually a Jim or Kim that runs this place? Nope. That'd be Nil. Nil waves from across the bar. Good guy, Nil. Not enough Nils in this world. Okay. You a whiskey fella or a beer fella? Beer, but I'll drink most things. Oh gosh, shots. So many things are happening. Oh, shots fired. I don't like them. I like shots. Thank you. Robert nods to Neil, who serves up 2 shots of whiskey. He hands one to me. Here's to your health. We take the shots. The whiskey burn's going down, but I try my hardest to look tough. Wait, I think this is what making friends is. Okay, Sable, this guy's out of my friend league. But I think if I play my cards right, we'll be pals in no time. We'll keep it simple and just compliment his leather jacket. I like your jacket. Thanks. Been in my family a long time. Passed down from firstborn to firstborn. Cursed, some would say. That's concerning. This guy's mysterious. And cool. Way cooler than I am, at least. Robert signal. Oh gosh, another round. What are you doing here tonight? With that, try to make friends. I'm new in town, figured it might be good to put myself out there. You seem pretty cool. The key to being cool is acting like you don't care about anything, but actually care very deeply about everything to the point where it's debilitating. Wow. Robert downs the rest of his drink. Of course not. He gets up. Be right back. Gotta powder my nose. Never seen Robert this talkative. He must like you. I guess so. I gotta admit that Robert has a gruff charm to him. If a guy like that thinks I'm cool, then I really must be. Robert comes back from the bathroom and grabs his leather jacket. I'm gonna go home. You heading my way? Robert and I leave the bar and find ourselves walking in the same direction. I live in this cul-de-sac down the way. Does everybody live there? Me too. We just finished unpacking today. Great place to be, good neighbors. Well, some of them. Who's that? We get to Robert's house, which is just a few houses away from mine. We stop and he turns to me. I don't kiss and tell, Sable. So are we doing this or what? Oh my gosh. I complained and now things are happening. No. I'd better call it a night. Catch you around. Sure. I head home, head buzzing from whiskey. What did he mean by are we gonna do this or not? I plop down on the couch and I'm asleep before I even get the chance to take my shoes off. Okay. I wake up to a text from an unknown number. Rise and shine, early bird. Still want to work out? This is Craig, by the way. How'd he get my number? Holy crap, it's 6 a.m. Who does 6 a.m. anymore? Without realizing it, I drift back to sleep. Whoops, must have winked back out. I check my phone again. Hey, bud, still want to get your swole on? I'm ready to tear up the track. Hit me up. Lord, the last thing I want to do right now is work out, but it is Craig. I do want to catch up. We'll go to the gym. We'll do it. Hey, my man, I need a few minutes to wake up, but let's meet in 20. After a few seconds, another text comes in. Sure thing, meet me at the gym. I stretch and my bones creak. I gotta stop falling asleep on the couch. I throw up my blanket and... Wait, I don't remember falling asleep with a blanket. Amanda must have tucked me in after I fell asleep. Bless that child. I reluctantly brush my teeth, throw on the only clothes I own that are even kind of gym appropriate, and head out. The neighborhood is quiet and serene this early in the morning. Birds chirp and the grass is still wet with dew. Surprisingly, the gym is pretty crowded. I spot Craig standing out front stretching. Of course, he spots me and waves enthusiastically. He doesn't have the child. At least be upsetting. It would be upsetting if he worked out with the baby. Hey bro, good morning. Hey, good to see you, man. Definitely not as pumped as he is. Maybe I should have had some coffee before I left. You ready to kick some butt? This is it. This is how I die. It'll be alright, dude. We'll ease you into it. We head into the gym and I'm immediately intimidated. All of these people look like they could break me in half, and it seems like Craig is friends with all of them. He high-fives and finger guns all of the cool jocks in the room. They look like they could and would steal my lunch money to spend on protein shakes. Come on, bud, let's warm up. We head over to the treadmills and start walking. Okay, I can walk. Walking is good. This is a decent place to be. Walking. So, I know we are on treadmills. Yes. And those over there are ellipticals. Very good. What is all this other stuff? Craig laughs. They might look a little scary, but I guarantee that all of them serve a specific purpose for building muscle mass. Watches a dude with muscle T flexes a muscle I didn't know existed on a machine I think was once used to process grain into flour. What is that? Why is that guy doing that to himself? That's a good question, bro. What do you think he's doing? Praying to some sort of pain god. He's trying to make his thighs so strong that he could crush people's skulls with them. Yeah, that's pretty much the only reason I work out. Craig is turning up the speed. I better do the same. How long have you been doing the buff stuff? Couple years. And what do you do when you're not dadding or working or buffing? Oh, that's okay, Glendoodle. I'm glad that you're back. Not much has happened. Oh, I coach my twin softball team. Oh, dude, I love softball. That still counts as both dadding and buffing. I keep busy. What do you do for fun? Check out my hot bod. Do that. The goal is to live with as few worries as I can muster. The lost shaker of salt was a metaphor. Metaphor about what? About not being able to shake salt into something. We're jogging now. Oh god, we're jogging now. I look over to Craig, who hasn't even broken a sweat. How is he doing this so effortlessly? I'm dying. I can feel my life force draining through every orifice of my body. Oh yeah, softball is a pretty big thing where I live. I played it for a little bit. How is he doing this so effortlessly? I'm dying. I can feel my life force draining through every orifice of my body. Hey, remember when my fish died in college? No, I don't like this story. Oh my gosh, is he really bumping up the speed again? I guess I better do it too. This is fast. This is very fast. And we were at that party and you vowed to make me feel better. You tell me to create a distraction. So of course I do a sick keg stand and get everyone cheering. And then I try to steal a fish from a fish tank at the party with my bare hands like an idiot. And then you drop the fish and it's flopping around and you panic. So you run up to me post keg stand with a dying dirty fish in your hands that you scooped up off the ground and you're yelling at me that we have to leave. So we're running out of a frat party with a fish and trying to give it mouth to mouth resuscitation. And then we get home and get him into a bowl of water, but the prognosis was grim. And then the next day he's alive and well. They never did catch the great fish thieves of Grand Ridge U. And they never will. Oh gosh, I shoot off the end of the treadmill and crash into the wall. Dude, bro, are you okay? Craig offers me a hand and looks me over for injuries. I'm fantastic. I managed to stand up and rub my back. It doesn't hurt now, but I'm sure it will later. He's gonna be so sore. That's so upsetting. Sorry, I need a drink of water. Okay, you don't have to push yourself like that. Always know your limits. Well, I think I might call our gym adventure here. You sure? Yeah. Alright, well, here, I brought you this. Craig hands me a shaker bottle full of a thick green liquid. I stare out at it with what must be apparent distaste. It's protein shake, bro! Oh, thank you. He wants me to drink it. Oh boy, here it goes. I take a small sip. It's actually delicious. Wow, this is really good. And good for you. It's my special recipe. Pretty proud of it. Let me know if you ever want to work out again. Maybe we can try running around the neighborhood if treadmills aren't your speed. No pun intended, bro. Pun totally intended. Good one. Well, I'm gonna go put some ice on this everything. I'll see you around. I leave the gym feeling ashamed. Craig used to order delivery from the pizza place across the street from our dorm, and now he can run circles around me. Literally. Man, I really gotta work on this dad bod. I get home and lie down on the couch. It hurts to move. God, I'm so old. Oh no, I must have fallen asleep. What time is it? Shoot, it's 3:55. I'm supposed to be at Amanda's school in 5 minutes. Frantically put on some clean clothes, apply a generous amount of deodorant, and run out the door. I arrive at Amanda's school and check in at the front desk. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. I'm barely awake and feeling pretty haggard, but hopefully nobody will notice. I check my watch and am relieved to see that I am only 2 minutes late. Wait, was it room 103 or 108? I spot a youth standing at his locker and approach him for help. Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Vega's classroom is? The youth turns around and looks me up and down with heavily lined eyes. Sigh. Come on, kid, I'm late for a meeting. Mr. Who? Mr. Vega. I don't know, have you tried the exit? Okay, wise guy, are you gonna help me or not? Fine. Up those stairs and to the left. Can't miss him. I head up the stairs and walk around, unable to find Mr. Vega's class anywhere. After a couple minutes of searching, I head back downstairs. That punk youth sent me on a wild goose chase. I get back to where that low-rent Gerard Way is standing, fully ready to give him a piece of my mind, when suddenly a head pops out of the classroom next to his locker. Lucian, don't you have a third period to get to? Fine, Mr. Vega. Wow. Now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks away. We're not cool. You must be Sable. This period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back? Mr. Vega leads me in, and I take a seat in one of the comically small student desks in the back. I might get stuck in this. Alright, where were we? Now, who can tell me about the unreliability of the narrator in J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye? Yes, Colin. Colin stands up and does the thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow to make a fart noise. The whole class erupts in laughter. Alright, everybody. Very funny. Colin, please sit down. Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell for the end of the period rings. All the students immediately get up and make a break for the door. Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on page 194 in your textbook. Nobody's listening. Or not, I guess. Mr. Vega turns to me and sighs. Middle schoolers, right? Don't you teach high schoolers? Both, budget cuts. Right. Thanks so much for coming in. No problem, Mr. Vega. Please call me Hugo. I love the name Hugo. I don't normally do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but as I'm sure you know, Amanda's a very bright student, and I'm concerned about her recent behavior. What's going on? Amanda's never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I'd normally chalk this up to senioritis, but this is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. It hadn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong. Just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home? We just moved. Well, we just moved recently, but it was only to the other side of town, and Amanda was more excited about it than I was. See if you can talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal and would appreciate your guidance. If she keeps heading down this road, I know how important art school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on scholarship money that she clearly deserves. I'll make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo. Anytime. On my way out, I stopped, thinking for a moment. I turned to Hugo. Hey, Hugo. They ever catch that right? Oh my gosh. Yes. Well, he liked that at least. I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. I'm still a little bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this so well from me. She's always been such a force for positivity in my life, especially after we lost her father. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home, and maybe I can talk to her about what's going on. I pull up to the carpool, and Amanda hops in the passenger seat. So, did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Vega and I actually just gossiped about our celebrity crushes. So you talked about Mario Batali the whole time? It was a very productive meeting. I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner? Sure thing. Make something at home. Cool. I think with our powers combined, we can throw together a gourmet meal worthy of the Food Channel. I don't know about that, but I can promise you it will at least be edible. That's the spirit. We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find that they have to keep things hidden from their parents, and that's okay because sometimes that's what kids do. And that's okay. But also, sometimes it's good to have the parents' perspective because, you know, maybe the parents have also dealt with similar situations, and maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's good to share. Love you. Have you been reading my tweets? You have a Twitter? What? Never mind. Look, sweetie, Mr. Vegas said that you haven't been participating in class and that you're not turning things in. Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all that. I thought you liked Mr. Vegas' class. It's fine. He's fine. We pull up to a stoplight and I eye Amanda. She's still texting. I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything. I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. That's frustrating. I heard Emma R is going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same school? Yep. Amanda keeps texting. She stifles? Is it stifles or stifles? I think it's stifles. Stifles a laugh. What's so funny? I don't think you'd get it. Okay. Who you texting? Noah. Who's Noah? Ooh. She's got a boyfriend. She's got a boyfriend. Does he go to your school? Yep. Do you like Noah? No. Dad. Ugh. I can't believe you would. Dad. I mean, jeez. Why would you? Yeah, okay. She definitely likes him. Sorry, just asking. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. Okay. Jeez. This is going well. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess that conversation is over. Amanda and I get back home and start cooking some dinner. An artisanal mac and cheese recipe online. Artisanal? There's 2 ingredients to mac and cheese. Mac and then cheese. Dad, please try and enjoy the finer things in life. I think you of all people should be able to appreciate what one can do with cheese. Plus, it has bacon in it. Aren't we as a society collectively over bacon? Bacon never stopped being good. It just has a PR problem. We get to work on the recipe, Amanda measuring things out and handing them to me to dump in the bowl so I can feel useful. Amanda puts me on bacon duty, so I chop a bunch and toss it in a pan to get it sizzling. The key to good mac and cheese is a balance of texture and flavor pops. Not only are we going to want the fullness of the cheese and bacon, but we also need to counterbalance it with the crunchy mouthfeel of breadcrumbs. It's still pink and rubbery. I give the pieces a little stir. Wait, what's a mouthfeel? You know, when you eat stuff and the texture, listen. I've been watching a lot of the Food Channel and I honestly don't know what it means. It just makes me feel sophisticated to say. No, I get that. Every time I watch that channel, I just feel in order. Hungry, jealous, insecure about my cooking ability, and then hungry again. I like the mouthfeel of that sentence. Amanda, mouthfeel isn't just about food, it's also about words that are fun to say. Gregarious. Boisterous. Cattywampus. Discombobulated is a good word. Oh gosh, I must have not been paying attention to how hot the pan was, and the bacon burst into flames. I know it's making me hungry as well. Fire, oh god, fire. I run around the kitchen looking for anything to put out the fire. Yeah, don't throw water on grease fires. Nope. She puts it down and calmly grabs a lid from the pantry. She places it on top of the flames and turns down the heat. I finally calm down. Did I almost just burn down our brand new house because I was too busy saying silly words? Indubitably. Cool. Who wants takeout? Amanda and I order some Chinese food and eat it on the couch of our new living room. She flips on the TV. Oh, cool. Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers is on. Your favorite, right? Oh, yes. They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but also they're hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Caleb and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no, the ghost done got control of the truck. I can't steer on them there ice roads. Let me use this AVP meter to try and communicate with the spirits. Flint, we're about to die. I almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like it's saying you're going to die. That's because we are about to die. This is art. That sounds like a very interesting thing to watch. The episode ends and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Caleb and Flint Dogbone after their disastrous ice road accident. Afterwards, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep. Another day down. By quality, not quantity. Alright, we're sleeping. Good morning. 5 more minutes. You have never ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. She only had 1 day of school. Amanda's much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and 1 desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase. So, are you excited for the cookout today? I'm all over those terrible store-bought sugar cookies that everyone brings to parties. Yeah, those are bad, which means there are more for me. Though, do you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late. What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. We didn't want to risk burning down the house again. Valid. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is practically packed with people, and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler, and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on a table next to 2 other veggie plates. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Welcome, I'm so glad you 2 are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Okay. He looks mean. This is Christian and Christy. They're twins. They're definitely creepy. Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where's Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh, gosh. It's the lady that hit on us. This is so odd. Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Okay. Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to... Mary, this is our new neighbor, Sable, and his daughter, Amanda. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. Nice to meet you, Mary, for the first time. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. It takes all of my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. I know, Mary's a double-crosser. My wife has a wonderful sense of humor, but please, you 2 enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. I think he needs to go find his child. Here, let me introduce you around to Damien. Joseph beckons a tall man in gothic attire over to the conversation. Good eve, friends. Oh, he looks like a vampire. I dig it. Damien, this is our new neighbor, Sable. So lovely to meet you. Damien shakes my hand and then bows. If ever you're interested, it would bring me great pleasure to host you for a spot of afternoon tea. Wow. Yeah, that sounds rad. Splendid. But I must be off. Perhaps our paths shall cross again. What a classy dude. Wow, I think I've actually met everybody else. Great. I bet you're excited to get to know everyone better. Hope you both enjoy yourselves. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I bake us some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. I don't want to make friends. Come on, Dad, who are you going to party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to have to do parties. Dad, they're going to talk about weather. Do it. Make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Alright, well, looks like we have to go be social. Oh yeah, Damien's your favorite? I like him. He's very snazzily dressed. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Didn't I meet that guy at the bar? Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? That mysterious goth guy? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. But wait a second, all these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I better investigate. Let's talk to these three. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place, and to try to take something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Talk to Craig. Poor Craig. I turn my attention to Craig, who seems a little bit more attentive to my existence. How'd resistance training go the other day? Great. Little River here is a great cheerleader. Aren't you, tiny bro? Craig grabs River's arms and waves them around. You can do it, Dad. I'm so proud of you. I'm sorry for pooping on you. She must be a handful at that age. Oh, they always are. But it's so worth it. Craig grabs River's arms again and waves them around. They are all pretty great. Robert. Also, I'm sorry for throwing up on you, Dad. How are you settling in? Almost done. There's still a few odds and ends to take care of before I can really call myself settled, but I think we can upgrade the situation to livable. We did livable throughout the entirety of college. Yeah, my goal was for Amanda to live the sort of life that didn't involve eating spoonfuls of ranch dressing as a palate cleanser between different types of pizza. She still does, though. Hey, she takes after her dad. Sable, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everybody's been very friendly. Seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. What is it, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it. Oh, she's adorable. I love her little outfit. Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head. Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. No. But you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on. Sable, this is my daughter. Hello. I'm Carmensta. I'm gonna call her Carm. Because I can't pronounce things. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually, Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop and my old college friend and your teacher? Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors. Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper? Yeah, great seeing you. Finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned the finger guns move from me. I'm very proud. She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go? Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide. Ernest! Ernest Hemingway Vega, are you smoking? Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. See Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into a gutter. Unbelievable, excuse me. Oh my gosh, children. Hugo marches over to Ernest and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right? Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants and nearly burned down half the yard. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread into my yard and burned down half of my yard as well. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hey everybody, sorry about that. Sable, this is my son Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Doesn't matter. Ernest. Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Wow, a lot of angst is in this one. Ernest. Yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo put his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I just can't read today, apparently. Bless Ernest, get him. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? I'm a cool dad, but I'm cool as a cucumber. See, that right there, you can't say that. My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads? Oh gosh. I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we've become the machine we once raged against and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter, Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. You see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right, but it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens? Don't let us eat up your time, Sable. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. Let's go talk to Robert and Brian. I glance across the yard and notice Robert and Brian chatting over drinks. Man, I don't think I want to deal with being one up to by Brian or whatever happened with Robert last night. Oh, they caught me staring. Brian's waving me over. Shoot. I flash a smile and walk over to them. Hey, guys. Sable, how the heck are ya? Settling into the neighborhood, alright? Oh, you betcha. I got the living room in order, at least. That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50 in there. 50-inch in there. The game looks great in high def. Oh boy. Sable, have you met Robert yet? Yeah, we've met. Robert regards me over his whiskey. Good seeing you again. We were just talking about my most recent camping trip. Spent a night out in the woods with Daisy and Maxwell. She's definitely an outdoorsy one. Even caught her first fish. It's good to see you taking your daughter out like that. I bet she loved it. And it's great that she loves the outdoors. Mine loves being inside. Brian raises his eyebrows at me. Being inside, making art. She won a local competition for that art. Yep. Did I put it on too strongly? Robert stares at me blankly for a second. Anyway, I haven't gone camping in years, not since the last time. That is so ominous. Same here. Well, things change once you have a kid. Wait, what happened the last time? Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Well, old Johnny Boy and me were out in the back country. Johnny Boy's a strong kid, met him in the army days. Comes from Kansas. They build tougher out there. Anyway, things go south pretty quick. Johnny Boy breaks his ankle and the rope bridge snaps. You can see the bone popping out through the skin. Johnny Boy screaming out, crying for his mama, losing blood. We're 2 days out from the next living soul, and here I am with my dear friend bleeding out in front of me. I'm able to dress the wound, but now I got a fireman carry a 6 foot, 180-pound man over some of the toughest terrain I've ever been in. I won't lie to you, there were moments during those 2 days when I thought about leaving old Johnny Boy, but you build a bond with your brothers in arms, and that bond never breaks. I got that boy back to civilization, but I lost some of me out there. I guess that's camping for you. Oh my gosh. That's so much to just take in. Yeah, the art in this game is very nice. I was thinking about that. It is quite nice. Brian and I stare in disbelief. Robert takes another long sip of whiskey. I will say that some camping trips do go in that direction, but not as hard as that one was. Like, my god, man. Like, I've been on a couple of rough ones, and I know some family members that have been on some similarly bad ones, but jeez. Holy crap. I'm just kidding. My friend John and I went inner tubing down a river and he lost a flip-flop. Miss that kid. Oh gosh. Or am I kidding? Brian and I tense up again. I'm kidding. Amanda and Daisy barrel up to us laughing. Daisy is holding a paper plate in front of her like a steering wheel. We gotta get off this haunted truck. Oh no, the ghost locked the doors. Quick, hit the emergency escape button. But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons. Then hit the brake, I guess, and then we'll get out of the truck. The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from the ghost, but how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded. I like that. Although I'm not sure I have the materials required to properly cook you. You know, that reminds me of the last time I went skiing. Robert. Wait a second, are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Yeah, Amanda and I love that show. It's the best, especially that episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah, it's such quality reality television. I don't watch a whole lot of television, but I do enjoy that show. That and war documentaries. Alright, Daisy, I found us a couple of bugs. They're gonna make a great meal. Lots of protein. Gonna keep us from starving out here in this harsh, icy wasteland. There's a whole table of food right over there. Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire. Okay, but not an actual fire, because we're playing pretend. Now you're getting it. Drama dumping. Yeah, honestly, yeah, kinda did. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly. I guess Amanda just sort of has a way with kids. That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age. It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really? She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teacher says she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. There it is. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people too. Kids, right? Gotta love them. You're required to by law. I hear that. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little play date for them. They do seem to get along really well, but the thought of continuously hearing about all of Brian's accomplishments is rough. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellows. I spot Joseph chatting with Damien by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. So, I'm curious. Can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter. It provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. It's definitely, an interesting choice. Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. Sable, I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. Did this guy find his child? Because last I heard, his child was missing. Ah, greetings once again, Sable. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yeah, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation. Hi, it's Damien, right? My name's Amanda. At your service. What a pleasure it is to meet you. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. My, do you know how to treat a lady? Hello, Amanda. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear. Are they speaking in unison? Hey, won't you come play with us? This is horrifying. Come play with us, forever. Guys, enough with the creepy twin shtick. We've talked about this. Christian and Christy slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand. I don't know. Mary takes a long sip of the wine. I think I might have taped over VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Whose knows? She takes another sip of her wine. Oh my lord. Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you? You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be alright. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my fourth. Oh my gosh, way too much. Sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great. I'm sure he's fine. Mary. Okay, geez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Dad, can we go now? Oh, it's him. It's the jerk. Ah, Lucian, have I introduced you to Sable yet? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Whatever, sir. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger? Sir. Coming right up, bud. Are you vegetarian? Yep. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They described carnivorous type people as bloodlappers. Dad. That's really interesting, David. Joseph turns to the girl, just a hint of a tattoo. Oh man, Joseph has a tattoo. A hint of a tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. I can't believe I didn't notice it before. It looks like the bottom of an anchor. Whoa, is that a tattoo? Yep, I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know? That's so cool. Wanna see mine? What? Oh gosh. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian. We'll talk about this later. That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? I don't know. I just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful though, that number carries weight. Man, Joseph is a way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. Without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique. You probably didn't know this, Sable, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. He's unbelievable. Tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. This is awful. Oh my gosh. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? I've never seen him make a mistake. Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop. All the children at the party boo at the glorious display of puns in unison. Alright, guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Amanda groans. We all grab our food, hang out, enjoying our perfectly cooked cheeseburgers. Man, it's so wild all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. I like how loaded, like, my character looks just like he's a lot shorter than everybody. Kinda nice, isn't it? It feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot. Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all of the kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing. Hey, why don't you add us all on Dad Book? Dad Book? Yeah, it's a great social media network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. Alright, we're getting the ball rolling. We're gonna date a dad before we end this stream, guys. I promise. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beers, or kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carm and those weird twins. That's okay, Glendoodle. You should go to bed. It's late for you. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carm and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Pretty fun party, don't you think? I'm gonna get LinkedIn notifications out of this, I just know it. You don't think it's nice that people want to connect with you? Not when their affection jams up my inbox, metaphorically speaking. Well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dad Book. Maybe I will, if I ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad. Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like no one was really into the cauliflower. Any big plans for this evening? Actually, yeah, I'm going out with some friends. Oh, is that okay? Of course, just keep me posted and be home before midnight. You got it. And be careful. I will. Make good choices. Of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad, you're not gonna do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all of the lights off, are you? What? No, I've never done that, and I will never do that. Okay, do you have plans tonight? My plans were kinda to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna... Whoa, we could throw a party? Let's throw a party. A real rager. All the other dads in the neighborhood are invited. I'll see if I can get you a spot on the list, but honestly, it's looking tight and you might just have to wait in line. I know the guy at the door. I'll get in no trouble. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great, see you later. I watched Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. I'd love to be able to cook like that. Although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil, just like making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about. It was just a lot of yelling. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I sent a text. Hey kiddo, you good? I wander into the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon. Unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon, because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. I reach into the freezer. Goodness. And grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. I check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only not assuaging my anxiety, but possibly exacerbating it with all the yelling, so I keep pacing around the house, waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who was she even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? I decided to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know that you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God, it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. So, sweetie, thank God you're safe. Oh, yeah. But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops, guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann. Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now. Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew, and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops. Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not gonna be like this when I go up to school, are you? I don't like your attitude. You're my only daughter. Well, I can't give you a play-by-play of everything I do all the time. I'm 18. You shouldn't even be giving me a curfew in the first place. Oh, gosh. You really scared me. Just please don't do that again. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed now. Amanda closes the door to her room and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school, are you? I definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brew some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. She eventually wanders into the kitchen. Hey, I thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I said I was gonna do it and I didn't. I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again. Well, I trust you will make good choices. I also thought about it, and I'll try to give you your space from here on out. I gotta trust that you can take care of yourself. Team Gnome! Team Gnome! Heck yeah! Team Gnome. Amanda gives me a hug. Want some eggs? You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them. Already did. Bless you. I just want to date a dad. Alright, I'm off to school. Smell you later. Wait, one more thing before you go. What's Dadbook? It's a social media platform. What's a social media platform? I have to go to school. Come on, Amanda. I'm an old man. I can't put together a Dadbook profile on my own. Alright, I'll help you sound interesting on the internet. Amanda spends the next couple of minutes setting up my profile on Dadbook, which, as it turns out, is a place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood. Alright, Pops, we gotta fill out your profile. Let's get some likes and dislikes. Alright, what do I like? What do I dislike? Netflix and grill, baby. On a Friday night, you are most likely to... Netflix and grill. If you had one thing to take with you onto a desert island, what would it be? The lost shaker of salt? Obviously, I don't need anything because I have the survival skills necessary to keep me alive. Turn-ons. Oh gosh. Comfortable with crying, top-tier girlmanship, street smarts, a well-manicured lawn, tennis shoes with long white socks. Okay. We'll go street smarts. What did you want to be when you grew up? Technical writer for manuals and... That's boring. Pro skater. Yeah. Pro skater who's also an astronaut. What's your favorite movie genre? Um... Should we go for the edgy guy? I know he likes war documentaries. What's your ideal date? Oh, napping. Eating a healthy dinner at 4 p.m. Arson. Arson. What do you never leave home without? Cool. Oh my gosh, some of these are too real. I spend a lot of time thinking about what I have on my top potential ends of the world. See, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, that's actually kind of fun. I could totally spend all day on here just looking at people's profiles. You should message one of them, or more than one of them. All these dads seem pretty interesting. Okay, I promise I'll make some friends. And he gives me a hug. Go get him, Dad. You're welcome. You got dads. It's me, your dear old friend from way back in the Dad Manda. I'm delighted to see you've signed up for a dad book. Thank you for the info. Let's talk to Robert. On a Friday night, you are most likely to make a deal in an alleyway, have it go badly. Who's the cop? Oh my gosh! Don't talk to me. Grifter. Okay. I want to read all of theirs now. On Friday night, you're most likely to get one last good cardio session in. A box of energy bars. A sub 6-minute mile. Holy crap. Scaling a huge dangerous mountain for fun. An extra tube of energy gel. My mile time used to be so good, what happened? Have I peaked? Oh gosh, this guy's too much. Matt. Friday night. Perfect his cold brew. Oh, he's a music enthusiast. Multi-instrumentalism. He wanted to be a barista. We go to the animal shelter and seriously considered. Oh my gosh, okay, this guy's kind of speaking to me, I'm not gonna lie. Where did writing commas into song titles come from, and where did it go? Did we all just agree that it's a bad idea? I do like the cat date idea. Just how slowly I can cook a piece of brisket. That's riveting. I spend most of my days hanging out with my awesome daughter and thinking up new ways to grill things. If you like fishing, then we'll get along. His fishing pole, keen interest and understanding of steak cuts. He wanted to be a fireman, I can see that. He likes romantic comedies. He spends a lot of time thinking about how his daughter is smarter than he is. Okay. Damien. How do you do? I have finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I would try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter. Okay. Okay, true crime podcast, I can vibe with that. A coffin? Okay. Pronouncing bosom correctly, alright. What did you wanted to be a bat? Okay, okay. Art house horror. Ideal date. It's night. We are at an industrial dark wave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Middle school teacher, a high school teacher, writer of scholarly articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know and I'm sorry. Alright. Brew some strong tea. Okay, so he likes muscles. He wanted to be a movie star. Ideal date. Each of us read a book on opposite sides of the couch in comfortable silence. That's also pretty nice. That's nice. Worries that people who are against e-readers are more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. Okay. Voted Maple Bay's #1 youth minister for 5 years running. Living in my hometown with my beautiful wife and our 4 amazing kids. If I'm not in church, you can catch me out on the open water, setting sail on the seas of adventure. I love playing guitar and crushing my kids at Candyland. I love crushing my kids. A fun mixture, a 6-string. His turn on is his loving wife, who definitely doesn't try to cheat on him every night. He wanted to be a ship captain. His ideal date is a lovely night on the town with his wife. Okay. So I think we're gonna go for Robert. Quite a few of the other ones do have stuff that IRL me would like, but we're going for the edgy one. Robert was pretty nice. A little odd, but nice, and ruggedly handsome. We should hang out. I type out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey Robert, good seeing you again at the cookout. Wanna grab a drink? It is an absolute vibe, 100%. I sit there for a couple seconds hoping he'll message me back. Hey, it says that he read my message. Anxiously wait for a response. Yeah, watch cat videos. I start down a rabbit hole of cat videos and Robert quickly vanishes from my mind. I realize how long I've been doing this, but by the time I watch maybe my 30th cat video, he pops back into my head. I jump back over to Dadbook to see if he's responded yet. Whoa, what the heck? That's rude. Make the best of my day. Yeah, let's ignore him. Should have gone for another one. I get up, walk to the living room, and then sit down and turn on the TV. Ooh, let's watch a game show. Family Fortune's on. All right, Nicole, your parents are in the lead, and it's up to you to win it big. Are you ready? I'm ready. They hook the contestant up to a lie detector in front of her parents. Who is your favorite parent? My mom? Oh, sorry, incorrect. Next question. If both of your parents were hanging off the edge of a cliff, which would you save? This is terrible. I love it. I lose several hours to whatever the hell that was. Sighing, I get up and walk around the house. My stomach grumbles. Time for lunch, huh? Well, I guess it's time for old Chef Gnome to cook a gourmet delicacy. I walk over to the refrigerator and open the door. Ew, mustard jar, no. I make a sandwich in its entirety while standing there. Who needs plates? The sandwich, a lost art. I admire my work for a second before I clumsily drop the entire thing on the floor. Alright. Busy thinking about knives. I bet he is. What a jerk. I look around and remember that Amanda's not home. This is still good. 5-second rule, right? Yeah, true. I reassemble my sandwich, peeling pickles. Okay, that's a little gross. Putting them back where they belong. In my mouth. Wait, I'm a wreck. I finish my snack and walk around the house some more, bored. When's Amanda coming home? Oh, I just remembered something. When we were packing up the old house, we found an old basketball hoop that would hang off of a door. It would really bring the living room together. I wonder where I put that. I spend a couple of minutes poking around the new place until I find it. After installing it above one of the doors in the living room, I'm ready to dunk. Come on in, slam. I take a leap from the free throw line and rocket that sucker down the net. The crowd goes wild. And welcome to the jam. I pull up from the three-point line, breaking ankles and sinking a fadeaway. And I forgot the rest of the words of the song. And I look behind the back hook shot. Everyone's on their feet. Something something Space Jam. Dad? I turn around to see Amanda standing in the doorway. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she'd been crying. Ugh, that stupid little turd boy that she's talking to has upset her. Hey Amanda Panda, you alright? What are you doing? I found the hoop and I'm taking it to the hole. Pass me the rock. I lead the league in blocks, set the record for rebounds my rookie year. Think he can handle this? What's a rebound? Oh, when someone misses a shot and the other players try to retrieve it. That's a... Just kidding. Amanda zigzags past me and tips a layup into the hoop. Art of War. Amanda, language. Yeah, it's true. I would argue that they cared very much about language. So once you write something as timelines as the art of war, timeless as the art of war, then you're allowed to swear. Amanda sticks out her tongue and dunks for another 2 points. Seriously though, are you okay? You look like you've been crying. Oh, dude, I'm cool. I just was like, just like saw this really cool like dog on the way home, and it let me pet its belly, and I just couldn't contain my emotions. Tell me more about this dog. Gladly. She was a little French bulldog named Jacqueline, and her tongue was permanently stuck out of her mouth. She had a little sweater on. Wow, I probably also would have cried if I got to pet her. She was so excited for tummy rubs. Oh no, I'm tearing up just thinking about it. We'll let her decide to talk. Maybe you should be less concerned with my face and more concerned with full court press. Mina and I played ball for a little longer, then we cooked dinner together, but managed to not almost burn down the house this time. Afterward, Amanda and I dig into a carton of ice cream over an episode of Chopped Toddler Tournament. What you have in front of you is a molecularly deconstructed sweet potato with a brown sugar dimming glaze with cream fraiche, of course. Jeez, toddlers. This is literally a jar of baby food. The toddler immediately burst into tears. Are we bad people for watching this? Yes. Just then my computer dings. Huh? What's that? Oh, you probably just got a message. Amanda and I walk over to the computer and check Dad Book. Robert's messaged us. Heck yeah. Oh gosh. Okay, well, what am I doing? You're just chilling. I'm working on my motorbike. Just chilling. It'll make you look cooler. Couple moments pass by, another message pops up. Alright, cool, I mean, Robert knows what he wants, I guess. But it's kinda late. Come on, Pops, live a little. I am living with ice cream and traumatized toddlers. Well, it's your life, but I think you'd have a lot of fun tonight. You are trying to get to know the neighbors better, aren't you? Fine. I tied back a message to Robert asking him for details, and he tells me to meet him at Jim and Kim's. Well, don't wait up for me. I never do. I throw on a nice jacket and run out the door. It's only a short walk to Jim and Kim's, and it's a beautiful night. I walk into the bar and see the usual crowd of barflies drinking beer and watching sports. I spot Robert at the back of the bar and wave hi as I walk over. Oh, I don't know. I don't miss being 18 at all. Hey man, how's it going? Hey buddy. Ahoy there, Skipper. Robert and Mary are here. Oh. Why would you bring Mary along? Oh, charismatic. I get that. I don't know. Yeah, having friends is nice, I guess. Oh man, I was excited to get to know Robert a little better. Now I have to deal with this weird married lady making passes at me. Don't look so scared, kiddo. We're just having a drink. Yeah, speaking of which, I think it's time for the first round. What are you having? We gotta impress him. A dad after my own heart, huh? Ooh, look at that. Robert orders 3 shots of whiskey and passes them between us. Well, this wasn't how I expected my night to be going. Here's to bad decisions and relaxed moral values, fellas. What have I gotten myself into? We all knock back the shots. I almost choke on the whiskey as it burns down my throat. I look over at Robert and Mary, who seem like old pros at this. Robert grabs his jacket and throws it on. Let's get marching. What? The night's young, Chief. Come on, we're bar harping. Oh, alright. We leave the bar and start walking down the street. I still don't, know this area of town very well, so I just follow Robert. So where are we headed? Irish I were drinking. It's an Irish pub. A good pun is the whiskey to my heart. She's just not cool. Puns are the lowest form of humor, Sable. Try harder. Alright, cool. Jeez, Mary, put your fangs away for a second. We walk into Irish I were drinking. The bar, I just like saying that. The bar is pretty much the same as Jim and Kim's, except for the old-time Irish memorabilia on the wall. Next round, what are you having? Alright, we gotta keep going. Robert orders 3 more glasses of whiskey and we post up in a garish green booth. Mary slides in and sidles up next to Robert, which makes me breathe a sigh of relief. Let's sip this one, why don't we? Suit yourself. Mary immediately downs her shot in one gulp and burps loudly. What a lovely lady. You are truly... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mary grabs my drink and sips on it. What the heck? Sable, be a dear and get us another round, will ya? I don't know how to process this evening at all. I get up and order another round of drinks from the bartender. As I head back, I see Mary and Robert having a lively conversation. Robert roars with laughter. I don't think I've ever seen this guy smile, let alone laugh. Ooh, this is not gonna go well. I take a seat across the booth from them and pass out the drinks. So Edith's kid snuck some pot brownies onto the table at the last bake sale, right? And I spot that little hemp sweatshirted gremlin in the act, so I go up to Edith with the baggie and I'm about to tell her when all of a sudden she just freaks out at me. You're ruining the bake sale, she says. I should have been PTA president. Your roots are bad and blah blah blah. So what'd you do? I told her to have a brownie and that everything was gonna be fine. They both erupt in laughter. I politely follow along with the story. She ate 3. More laughter. Okay, that was actually pretty funny. She called the cops and told them that time had stopped. Mary looks directly at me. Do you smoke weed? What? You know, the devil's lettuce. I have 2 big fat... Oh my gosh. Uh... I worked hard for what I have and no 2-bit corner boy is gonna drop the dime on me, so you take what you're pushing somewhere else and I'll keep running my business the way I want it run. Remember, you come at the king, you best not miss. Jeez. Hey, it worked though. It worked. I'm just kidding, cowboy. Lay off the kid, Mary. He might not be used to your brand of humor. Fine, fine. We sit around and sip our drinks, people watching and cracking jokes. After a little bit of time, I begin to warm up to Mary. Her jokes become much funnier and much less scary. But it seems like she's not going anywhere anytime soon. I just wanted some alone time with Robert. I wonder if I can get her to leave somehow. You know, I was hoping for a quiet evening with my friends. No drama, no unwarranted advances, just friendship. But no, you gotta call me out like that. No, it's fine. Oh, that wasn't good. No, it's fine. Sable wants alone time with his new best buddy, Robert. Ready loud and clear, the wingman breaks formation to pursue their prey. Now, if you fellas will excuse me, Mary needs to sink her teeth into a helpless boy. Nice seeing you. Deuces, nerds. Mary gets up and saunters over to a younger-looking guy at the bar. She grows on you. Does she, though? I feel like kind of delights in making men suffer. Well, she does. But what about her and Joseph? What about him? You know, they're married, and she definitely tried to get in my pants the other night, and gestured to her across the bar where she's making goo-goo eyes with that young guy from before. He looks like he's being held hostage. Oh, that's just a thing she does. She's harmless. That's not a thing that she just does. To look at the boy she's hanging off of. Poor kid looks like he's seen war. Robert lets out a hearty laugh. Hey, I got him to laugh. Aw, man, you know I pegged you for one of those straight-laced types. Oh, don't worry, I got pretty wild back in my day. Still got a little wild in ya. I have a child I need to care for. No, you know it. Robert wants a couple more rounds of shots. I gulp. What am I getting myself into? Think you can go shot for shot? There's only one way to look cool here. I grab the shot close to me and down it. Robert looks impressed. He takes his shot and knocks it back. That's one. So many things are happening, and this is so unfortunate and bad. What do I even talk about? He's so cool, and he probably hates small talk. So, how are things? I hate small talk. Okay. Too many people, and this isn't necessarily you, but too many people think that they have to fill dead air with noise. Personally, I think they're afraid of the silence, or they're afraid of what the other person's gonna think of the silence. If you want some unsolicited advice, just learn to be comfortable with silence. Nothing wrong with 2 people sitting in silence and drinking whiskey. Alright. Robert and I sit in silence, and I take in the rest of the bar, patrons laughing, playing darts, spilling drinks. Mary giving the hard sell to that young man, the young man pretending he got a phone call from one of his friends. Maybe silence is nice sometimes. So, you ever kill him? Oh my gosh, what? Excuse me? You know, watch Life Drain. It's not just for if you know it's their hopes and dreams draining away every memory and experience I've ever had. Gone. Uh, great, me neither. What the heck? Okay, so this guy just really likes making people uncomfortable as well. I'm just messing with you, relax. Or am I? We sip more of our drinks and people watch some more. Mary has her sights set on another man after the other one excused himself to the bathroom and, I assume, crawled out of the window. Gosh, it's hitting me hard. Oh, said it out loud. You betcha. Robert gets out of the booth shouldering his jacket. Let's roll. Sorry. Whiskey. Inside voices. Let's roll. Wait, what about Mary? Brother, Mary's gonna be just fine. I look over at Mary, who's lying on the bar in front of some poor staff. She's singing happy birthday to him while he insists that it's not his birthday. We make our way out of the bar and back onto the street. I'm trying my hardest not to stumble, but man, that sidewalk is just coming right at me. I hope Robert doesn't notice me tripping over my own feet like this is the first time I've ever been drunk. Where to? You'll see. I follow Robert through the street lamp spotlights until we eventually arrive. Computer. Let's get out of that. Wait here, I'll be right back. After a minute, he hands one to me. Cheers. He sits on the curb and drinks. He motions for me to do the same. It's really not where I expected the night to go. I take a sip. Zinfandel. What? Nothing. I just wasn't expecting. And it's delicious, fruity, and refreshing. Don't judge me. Started to say something, think of his lecture about valuing silence earlier, and stop. I sip on my wine and watch cars drive by. Okay. Robert suddenly hurls a rock at a stop sign. The ding echoes through the empty parking lot. That felt good. He presses a stone into my free hand. Now you try. I don't know. With feeling. Look at the rock in my hand and look at the stop sign. Back at the rock, back at the stop sign. I know it has to be done. I got a problem with authority. I hurled the rock at the sign. It sails over the stop sign right into the window of a parked car. Oh my gosh. I leap up and dart into the nearest alley, wine in hand. I can hear Robert's footsteps behind me. Oh, this is gross. After I'm sure I'm far enough away from the cracked window that I'm no longer stop to catch my breath. Maybe we strike rock throwing from the to-do list. Yeah. Suddenly my stomach growls. Oh man, I am starving. Let's get pizza. I can't argue with that. Where's good around here? Actually, I don't even care if it's good. It just needs to be edible and in my mouth in the next 5 minutes. I know just the place. I follow Robert through a maze of alleys and side streets until we eventually end up in front of a tiny hole-in-the-wall pizza joint. The bright red neon sign reads, Pete's Pizza Pizza. Ta-da! I can see a few exhausted-looking workers behind the counter tossing dough and pulling piping hot pizzas right out of the stone ovens. My stomach rumbles again. I am so hungry now. We go up to the counter and get ready to order. Can I get 2 slices of Hawaiian pizza? Oh, wait. Sable, you're cool with pineapple on your pizza, right? Yeah, absolutely. We wait a minute for our pizza to come out of the oven. I'm practically drooling at the smell. The cashier hands us each a giant slice on a paper plate so saturated with grease that I'm worried it will fall apart. We take our pizzas outside and wander through the alleyways as we eat. I take a bite. It's absolutely delicious. Pineapple is truly the best pizza topping. You said it. Man, I feel way better now. You and me both. We hear noise coming out of a slightly ajar door in the alleyway. Robert looks at me excitedly. Got any more? No, this doesn't seem like a good idea. Okay. Good on you. Oh gosh, this is... Oh, I'm so concerned with what's about to happen. Don't shush me so loud. We come to the end of the hallway and find ourselves standing in front of a movie screen. Oh, this suddenly makes sense. Did we really just sneak into a movie theater like a couple of teenagers? No talking during the movie. We look into the audience and are surprised to find that it's almost completely empty, save for a row of a few teenagers in the front. They look annoyed when they notice us. Robert starts making his way to the very back of the theater, and I follow him. We settle in with our wines and try to make sense of the movie. It's a romantic comedy, I think. A young man is frantically trying to get through New York to find the woman that he's finally realized he's in love with. Quinn kissed the taxi driver. Oh my gosh, Robert. The kids down the way notice us heckling. One of them speaks up. Hey man, keep it down. Oh gosh, it's Ernest Hemingway, Hugo's kid. Ernest, hey Ernest, I know you. It's me, your neighbor. Hi. Ernest turns back around, embarrassed. Turn back to Robert. He kissed anyone yet? It turns out that yes, he did kiss someone. He made his way out to a tiny island near New York to profess his love for a woman who, for some reason, he knew would be there. She tells him that they hit the jackpot. He said that they had, but I think there was some subtext I'm missing here. Boo, love is dead. Shut up, it's beautiful. No, you shut up. Ernest grumbles. The credits start to roll. I stand up. Robert immediately pulls me back down. Hundreds of people worked very hard to make this film happen. You're going to sit here and appreciate them. Okay. Look at that. Elizabeth Shelton. She worked really hard. I bet she did lots of good, wardrobe design. Thank you, Elizabeth Shelton, for this beautiful film-going experience. And Peter Anders, catering, fed a bunch of people so that they could have the energy to do their job. What a guy. We let the credits roll while Robert individually thanks every member of the crew. Once it's finally over and he makes sure no animals were harmed in the making of this film, we leave the movie theater. We stumble into the theater parking lot, polishing off the rest of our wine. Oh gosh. My knee, what the heck? Ernest and his friends stand in the alleyway, blocking our exit. Oh, what do you guys want? Why'd you go and throw a rock at my knee? This is my good knee. My orthopedist is gonna be pissed. Ernest tosses the other rock up and down in his hands. What's wrong with this kid? You're in my theater-going experience. Now you have to pay. Oh, well, I don't have any cash on me right now, and, movies got really expensive. This kid is a menace. What the heck? But I didn't properly stretch before physical activity, and I'm probably gonna feel super sore in the morning. We ruined it for you. The movie was pretty crappy in the first place. Hey, you take that back. That was a beautiful love story. It was really genuine acting. It's called that good acting? Mainstream sub have you been served your entire life. What? Have you ever even seen any Michael Powell? Matter of Life and Death, 1948, easily the toughest 5 minutes of love you'll ever witness. Listen, man. No, you listen. This mass media shoving down your throat will only make you dumber and sadder. You of all people should strive for a higher standard in the art you consume. Your name is Ernest Hemingway, for Christ's sake. Oh no, now you've done it. Oh gosh. I dive between Ernest and Robert trying to stop the kid. He lunges forward, kicking me as hard as he can in the knee. Oh my gosh. This isn't good. He's about to fight a child. What? And don't even think about pulling an illegal turnstile. That's an automatic deduction of 3 points. You'll have to designate a second if you're unable to fulfill your role as main duelist. One of your friends over there looks like he has enough youthful vivacity to handle it. Hey man, I don't want to get dragged into this. That movie sucked. It's too late. You two are bloodbound. If he dies, you die. Sorry, I don't make the rules. We're just gonna go. Alright, that was one way. Queensbury Association will hear about this and consume better content. Once the teens are safely out of earshot, Robert turns to me. Were you about to actually fight that kid? Are you kidding me? I would never hit a child. That would be despicable. You know, you throw the rules at them, though, they always bolt. Nobody wants a Queensbury-sanctioned throwdown. Full disclosure, I made half of that up. Wow. See, you don't even have to know the rules. You just make them up. Come on, let's get out of here. My knees are messed up. I can't walk. Robert and I cool down a bit as we walk back to the neighborhood. I'm so sorry, I get really into the art of filmmaking when I drink. It's okay, I think it's cool how much you like movies. To be honest, I don't know a lot about them myself. Buddy, I got so much to show you. See any, Sam Fuller? I haven't. Fuller's Cash. Ooh, what should we thank him for? It's a little strange when you say it that way, but sure, why not? Robert throws an arm around my shoulder and we drunkenly belt out tunes all the way back. We finally get to his doorstep. This was an interesting night. I liked it. Smile forms on his cheek. I wear a sigh. Let's hang again soon, yeah? Yeah. I linger there for a second, swaying drunkenly in the night breeze. Robert claps me on the shoulder. Good night, bud. I stumble my way back home. Okay, well, I guess let's. Oh gosh, dad points. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright, well, as I was saying, I think that is a good place to stop. We went on a date, guys. We went on a date with a dad. I think that was the whole point. It took a whole stream, but we made it, and that's all that matters. Um, anyway, so this was the first Streamageddon stream, guys. I hope everyone had a good time. I had a good time. I'm really hungry, so I'm going to go eat something after this. But yeah, I hope everyone had a good time. I had fun. Tomorrow we will be playing a different game. If people want me to finish this game, I can, like, later on. Uh, if not, that's not a big deal. But yeah, so our dating game is done with. And tomorrow, I think, is our adventure game, I believe. We'll see. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. I really do appreciate all of the support. As you can see, we hit 50 followers last stream, which is awesome, and now we're at 56. The next goal, follower goal, I'm putting at 70. I don't really have an incentive yet for that one, but I'll think one up. So yeah, I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. If you can't make it, no big deal. But thank you guys for joining me for the first day of Streamageddon. I hope you have a great night or whatever time it is for you guys. Bye.